season for the Buffaloes as we are going into the state playoffs following tonight's contest, where the Baker Buffaloes in their first meeting on a state level next week will be against the Santa Maria Gators in Santa Maria, Louisiana. We expect everybody, all of the Buff fans from Baker, to follow the Buffaloes down to Santa Maria. We had the toss of the coin at the center of the field. The Baker Buffaloes win the toss, elect to receive. The Glen Oaks Panthers will kick and will defend the east goal. So the captains are shaking hands now. Both teams will regroup, and then we'll see the receiving team for the Baker Buffaloes and the kicking team for the Glen Oaks Panthers take the field once again. There's the Baker Buffaloes regrouping with the coaches on the sideline before the opening kickoff at tonight's game. We're going to take a break and be right back in a few moments.
Make any day special with Fun Flowers from Billy Ann's. Starting at just 25 cents, Fun Flowers fit any occasion or give them for no reason at all. Billy Ann's is ready to help you with your flower needs day or night. We're easy to reach. When thinking of flowers, all you need to remember to do is dial Florist. Our staff of professionals are ready to serve you. Remember to just dial Florist for Billy Ann's flowers and gifts.
Back live here at Wedge County Stadium, folks. I'm Greg Allen along with Sid Gotro to bring you the culmination of the 1986 Baker High School regular season play here at Wedge County Stadium, where the Baker Buffaloes will be taking on the Panthers of Glen Oaks in the finale of the regular season, as we've said previous. Sid, the two teams that will be meeting on the field tonight is quite a contrast from each other. Baker Buffaloes comes in here tonight with a 9-1 record, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the Glen Oaks Panthers comes in with a big goose egg. I don't think they won a regular.
They're 0-9 this year.
So we have quite a contrast between the two football teams. We have a championship football team with a much lesser qualified football team, and we get a picture across the way at the Glen Oaks bench in a few minutes. You'll see probably what a lot of Glen Oaks' problems are this year, Sid, and it's a lack of depth. They have, other than their starting 11, they probably have enough to field maybe another 11 and then a few more. So as some of the teams that we met earlier this year that were suffering with the lack of depth, Glen Oaks is one of those teams that doesn't have very much depth, and we know that a ball game can go along pretty good for a quarter or so, but then that catches up with you when you got to keep the same 11 players on the field all the time. We got the football teams lining up on the field right now. Glen Oaks again will be kicking off, defending the east goal. The Baker Buffaloes will be receiving the football and defending the west goal here at Wedge County Stadium.
Kicking off Glen Oaks, number 87.
Back deep for the Buffaloes to be number 1, Tony Sampson, along with number 9, Lamar Thomas, and number 21 be Robert Sullivan. Kicks going to Sullivan, takes it on about the 14.
And it goes to Sullivan. Sullivan gets back to the 33-yard line.
Robert Sullivan's a 155-pound junior. We've seen all the seniors lining up on the field. There was a junior football player on the field, number 21, Robert Sullivan, receiving a kickoff for Baker. Sid, everybody suspects this will be an easy contest. Not even, an easy contest for the Baker Buffaloes tonight, but you don't ever take any football team lightly, as Coach Thomas made it clear to this week on the practice field. We went and met with them for the coaches show, and all the coaches are expecting Glen Oaks to come out here ready to play football, because it has been a real rival football game, and they're on an opening play. You can see a little action.
Well, a win by Glen Oaks here tonight would certainly make their season, although they're 0-9 so far this season. But certainly Glen Oaks being in last place, knocking off what many people consider the top team in this squad, 7 quad 8. It certainly would be a great moral victory if nothing else for the Panthers.
What about field condition? What are we looking at field condition? It's been drizzling the last couple of days in Baker.
Field conditions are very sloppy, as we just saw in that last play, and as Chris Mook just slipped down on that one. He got the pass out here complete to number 6, Ty Thomas. Ty's got some room. If he can keep his feet, he's
got him a wall. He's going to go the distance, see that beautiful run. Said there were some beautiful blocks, and then when he finally broke past the last man, he had a whole bunch of red shirts there with him to take him right on into the end zone. Ty Thomas making a beautiful run, beautiful individual effort by number 6, Ty Thomas on that last on that reception. So the second play for scrimmage, the Buffaloes go the distance into the end zone, Sid. We're going to take a look at it again. Mook almost stumbles in the backfield, tosses it out here. Ty keeps his head. Has he hit once, twice, 3 and 4? And then he missed her then.
Well, that was a 70-yard touchdown reception and run by Ty Thomas. Extra points good, and the Buffaloes lead the Panthers 7-0 here with 11 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
When you have a family of your own, you want to make sure they'll have the things they need, the way you always did. When it's time to plan the life insurance program to secure their future, there's someone nearby you can depend on. Your State Farm agent knows life insurance and is ready to help, like a good neighbor.
I'm State Farm Agent Keith Cox. For the last 6 years, I've been insuring the things that Baker people value most. Call 775-2494 or stop by my office on Main Street at Groom Road and let us show you how to get the most for your insurance dollar.
City back waiting for the kickoff. Baker scored real fast, 11 minutes and 4 seconds.
Thomas on a pass from Chris Mook, 70-yard touchdown pass. Baker's first possession of the ball game.
Oh!
Hey! Nice return by the Panthers all the way back out to the Glen Oaks 46-yard line. Greg, as everybody knows, Thomas leads the Buffs this year so far, coming in tonight's game with 26 catches for 478 yards. He had 5 touchdowns and was averaging 18.4 yards a catch. That was an excellent reception and a good run by Thomas that time.
How much is he going to add on that one? How long of a play was that?
70 yards, so he's over 500 yards total receptions this season with that last catch. Tackle made by number 87, Jimmy Vaughn for the Buffaloes. Short pickup on the play is going to bring up second down and 8.
Gerald Cagnalotti, number 40, running for the Panthers at Glen Oaks.
Also coming in tonight's game, Chris Mook has completed 86 of 179 passes for 1,533 yards and 16 touchdowns. He's thrown 10 interceptions. Key here with Chris this year is he's had 4 200-yard passing games so far this season, so young man's really throwing the ball well. Good job by number 87, Jimmy Vaughn, who missed a lot of action last week due to an injury, but we see Jimmy's back out on the field this week. Jimmy's another one of these Buffalo players who should see further action in the college ranks. Jimmy's a fine young man. He's got a good size on him and a good presence on that football field.
See, his initials are JV, but there's nothing about him as junior varsity. He's full-speed varsity quad A football all the way. He's as fine a defensive end as Baker's seen in a long time, kind of reminiscent of Ashley Scott and some of those ball players.
Well, I think his playing career has just started if he wants to further it, because he's got the ability. Pass intended for number 40. It's incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers.
Well, Baker's first attempt at defense, they've stalled the Panthers here at about the 45-yard line with a total net of about -1 yard, Sid. 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first quarter of play here at Wedge County Stadium. Folks, the Baker Buffaloes lead the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score 7-0. That coming on the second play from scrimmage for the Buffaloes.
Back deep for the Buffaloes, number 1, Tony Sampson. He's going to let the kick roll.
Oh, it's going to roll in Glen Oaks' favor.
Glen Oaks coming out with great
Down inside the 10-yard line.
10, yeah. Down about the 9-yard line.
On the 9-yard line.
Buffaloes take over 1st and 10 on their 9. Let's check that Buffalo offense for you. At center is number 72, Pat Holly. The guards will be number 63, Bill Bates, and number 64, Corey Taylor. And also alternating in there will be number 65, Brent Causey. Tackles number 51, Mike Odendahl, and number 77, Matt Young. Tight end is John Brosette. Split end will be number 6, Ty Thomas. At quarterback's number 7, Chris Mook. Fullback will be number 2, Alfred Hudson. Tailback will be number 1, Tony Sampson. And, of course, the flankback will be number 23, Cedric McNeely in the slot back position.
Down deep inside the 10-yard line, Baker's trying to punch it out, see, to get a little better field position. On that first play, they hadn't chose to go to the air, being that deep. And, of course, they've played aggressive football all year long. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go in the air, even down there where they're at. Sponsors for tonight's football game are Superior Ford in Zachary, State Farm agent Keith Cox in Baker, Louisiana, Billy Ann's Flowers here in Baker, Louisiana, Landmark Dental Care at the Baker Regional Shopping Center. I want to thank these folks and ask you folks to go out there and patronize these people for bringing these football games to you. See, it got a little lull in the action here. I went to Santa Monica today to visit Santa Monica and meet with the principals, and I was taken over to the football field and taken to the press box. Very kind. Mr. Giffen is the principal, and Mr. Pittman, assistant principal, were very kind to show me around and said that they would be. There he goes.
Incomplete, intended for number 6, Ty Thomas. Going to bring up a 4th down. I'm sure the Buffaloes elect to punt.
I'm sure everybody knows by now, said that we'll be meeting Santa Monica in the first playoff game, the state playoff game, down there. So I was kind of scouting out us a place to film from, and these folks were very, very hospitable, nice folks. And look, they have a good record. They got a record like the Baker Buffaloes. They're playing East Ascension tonight, which is a big rivalry to wind up their regular season. So, but they're excited. No matter what happens in either one of these games, though, we will meet Santa Monica in Santa Monica. Well, look, what happened? The Panthers have held the Baker Buffaloes on that drive, and it appears that Glen Oaks is going to take over the football in good field position. 7 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter of play.
They have excellent field position, Glen Oaks, but, you know, coming into tonight's game, the Buffalo defense has allowed 104 first downs and 798 yards rushing and 1,017 yards passing. They've been surrendering 11.6 first downs per game, 88 yards rushing, and 113 yards passing. So they've only been allowing 200 yards per game. Fine tackle that time by number 85, Paul S. He was assisted by number 87, Jimmy Vaughn, as a loss on the play.
Well, we talked about Jimmy Vaughn a little earlier as defensive end, but Paul S. is no slouch. He's done the job for the Buffaloes this year at defensive right end. Said he's a fine defensive end in his own right.
Baker defense has handled 28 miscues from the opposing teams this year. They've come up with 19 interceptions and 9 fumble recoveries. So defense done a good job for the Buffaloes this year. Fumble, quarterback, well, ball's still loose.
Still loose.
Holly, that's that wet field condition.
The ball is, looks like Baker.
Baker comes up with the recovery.
Baker Buffaloes have a break there, Sid. They've managed to recover that football. We'll see another shot here. Everybody's pushing it around and dribbling it around there on the ground.
Second and 10 for Baker from their own 46-yard line.
Pass number 88, John Brosette. John Brosette's good pickup on a play about 7 yards. Going to bring up second, third. Speaking of Brosette, he came in a nice game as a team's second leading scorer with 25 catches for 471 yards, 6 touchdowns, and he, just like Thomas, Brosette has a little over 18-yard average on his reception. So quarterback Chris Mook has 2 excellent receivers in number 6, Ty Thomas, and number 88, John Brosette, both of which are seniors this year.
Yeah.
Number 1, Tony Sampson.
He's history. They can't catch him.
Number 1, Tony Sampson. 53-yard touchdown reception from Chris Mook to Tony Sampson. And the Buffaloes on the scoreboard for the second time here in the first quarter at Wedge Sky Stadium. Baker Buffalo
Take another look.
13.
Right over the middle. There goes little number 1, Tony Sampson, and he's history. It's a foot race. He wins, Sid. Never get the foot race with that little man. You lose.
Number 51, Mike Odendahl, in to attempt the extra point. Last week's victory against Tarum, Mike Odendahl came in, well, it's blocked. Last week's victory over Tarum, 17-14, the 3-point margin of victory was given to the Buffaloes by Mike Odendahl when he came in with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the ball game and kicked a 34-yard field goal to give the Buffs that 3-point margin of victory last week against Tara. That was a beautiful kick he made right through the uprights, and from up here he could have made it from 44 yards, but Mike's an excellent extra point and field goal kicker for the Buffaloes, has done a good job at tackle this year. Number 50, Mike Allen. Number 10, Chris Womack. Number 21, Robert Sullivan, all in on a stop for the Buffaloes that time. Ball carrier return the ball out to the Glen Oaks Panthers 34-yard line. Let's set the Buffalo defense for you. At nose guard is number 81, Howard Bonaventure. The tackles will be number 73, Terry Causey, and number 77, Matt Young. At defensive ends, we have number 87, Jimmy Vaughn, and number 85, Paul Lesh. Your linebackers will be number 41, Alton Gajan, and number 54, Barry Causey. Also alternating in there at linebacker position will be number 11, Alan Walls. The corners are number 9, Lamar Thomas, number 8, Alonzo Frank. And of course the safeties, number 15, Lynn Howell, and number 22, Steve Morgan. Buffalo defense done a fine job this year. Number 11, Alan Wall checking in the ball game. About a pickup of about a yard on the plays can bring up 2nd and 9.
See, we have a beautiful night for football, but again, and this being the last football game of the season, I was talking to Coach Mook out at practice. He asked me, said, I wonder if we ever going to have a night for football, because we haven't had a football night yet. Every night we played in has been real fair weather and kind of like shades of summertime. Here we are at the end of the regular season of play. Hadn't played a cold game yet.
Beautiful pass, beautiful reception, all the way down to the Buffalo 31-yard line. That was a good pass play that time by the Panthers.
Pass was called by number 88, Adrian Carter, a split end, 6 foot 2, 175-pound sophomore for Glen Oaks, Sid.
Great that touchdown reception from Sampson. As you well know, Sampson is the team's leading scorer. He came into tonight's game with 66 points on 11 touchdowns. Sampson's also rushed for 371 yards and 7 touchdowns on 82 carries for a 4.5-yard average. Of course, he's caught coming in tonight's game, he had caught 4 passes for touchdown. Tackle made out there that time by number 41, Alton Gajan. But Sampson is a very versatile little athlete for the Buffaloes and has played an important part in their offense this year.
They get to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yarder for the second time. from the Baker 20.
Glen Oaks with a 1st and 10, the ball on the Baker 20-yard line. This is Glen Oaks' deepest penetration so far tonight's game. Just tuning in and you hadn't already heard the score. With 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this contest, the score is Baker Buffaloes 13, Glen Oaks.
You're not doing it, Bert.
It's a very warm night tonight, unseasonably warm. Temperature was near 80. That's 79 degrees at kickoff. And, of course, with the rain that we had in the last 24 hours, the field is very, very wet and could prove for some sloppy conditions later on as the night wears on.
Oliver Edwards, number 22, slicing up through there for the Glen Oaks Panthers, being stopped by the Baker defensive line that time, see it? I'm sure we're going to get to see virtually every Baker Buffalo play in this football game tonight. Baker right now is backed up deep in their own territory with their backs to the wall. Glen Oaks punching in. Kind of be a moral victory for them to put the ball in the end zone against the Baker Buffaloes tonight. See it? It appears it was tipped, but the Glen Oaks Panther might have caught it, see it? And I believe he did.
Well, it was complete. Maybe we can get on a replay.
Maybe we can get another shot at it. The ball was tipped in the air and laying on the ground. One of the Glen Oaks Panthers picked it off. Here we go. We're going to look at it again, folks. There we're going to see Alan Walls tips the ball, I believe, right there, and then the Glen Oaks Panther catches it laying on the ground.
That was a 16-yard pass play. It gives Glen Oaks 1st and goal from the 4. Looks like he got down to about the 2 on that carry, maybe the 3.
Glen Oaks is punching, and I'm going to tell you, they're fighting hard up in there where they're at right now. See, they're trying to get in there. So far, Baker has 1 first down, and Glen Oaks has 3 first downs, but Baker's put the ball in the end zone twice, and I'm sure you'd rather have those than you would first downs. I wonder if our production manager, Mr. Bert Carson, brought in any soda pop to drink up here tonight. Sure appreciate it if he did. Thank you very much, Bert. Whoop, whoop, whoop. In the end zone.
Touchdown. Well, the Glen Oaks Panthers have served notice to the Buffaloes that they're not just going to lay down just because we scored 2 early touchdowns in this ball game. This drive here was no fluke. They had 2 beautiful pass plays.
Well, take a look. He's slipping and sliding, slicing his way in. Cut back right up the middle. Gets right into the end zone as you see the official with his hands in the air. Well, Glen Oaks is going for the point after, Sid. Kick is up, and it's good. Now with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter, Baker leads. His lead has been cut by 7 points down to 13-2. Well, it's been cut by 6 points.
Most things aren't as simple and as easy as they were when I was a young whippersnapper. But taking care of our family's dental health has gotten to be a lot easier and more affordable thanks to Landmark Dental Care. The folks at Landmark work hard to offer the latest in dental technology at old-fashioned prices. And they're open evenings and on Saturday, which is very important to this busy bunch.
Well, we're back to action here at Wedge Kai Stadium. Glen Oaks just scored, fixing to kick off to the Buffaloes. Kick's going again to number 21. Robert Sullivan. Good return. Robert brings the ball out to the Baker Buffalo 42-yard line where they'll start their 1st and 10. We got 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this contest, and the Baker Buffaloes are over the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 13-6. into tonight's game, the Buffaloes have averaged 14.7 first downs, pass complete. To number 23, Cedric McNeely, got a foot race going on down the sideline. Cedric goes all the way down to the 23-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Beautiful pass play from Chris Mook to number 23, Cedric McNeely. As I was saying, the Buffaloes came in tonight's game averaging 14.7 first downs per game. Here goes the replay on that last pass play. McNeely takes it down and just gets on a little foot race here on the sideline. Finally drug out of bounds here, but not after he picked up 38 yards in the first down. Number 2, Alfred Hudson. He's going in. Touchdown. Alfred Hudson, number 2, came into tonight's game. He's led the Buffs as far as the rushing is concerned, with coming into tonight's game with 493 yards. He's had 2 touchdowns. He's averaged 6 yards a carry on 82 carries. He's caught 9 passes for 91 yards. As a replay, number 2, Alfred Hudson, the Buffs' leading rusher, taking it in on a 32-yard touchdown run. And the Buffaloes are back on the scoreboard. Kicks down, Odendals kicks up. It's no good, and the score was 1 minute and 36 seconds. Let's go in the first quarter. It's the Buffaloes 19, Panthers 7, and we're going to take a break.
Make any day special with Fun Flowers from Billy Ann's. Starting at just 25 cents, Fun Flowers fit any occasion or give them for no reason at all. Billy Ann's is ready to help you with your flower needs day or night. We're easy to reach. When thinking of flowers, all you need to remember to do is dial Florist. Our staff of professionals are ready to serve you. Remember to just dial Florist for Billy Ann's flowers and gifts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Back at Wedge County Stadium, with 1 minute 38 seconds left, you see the scoreboard clock. It says Baker 20, Glen Oaks 7. That is not an accurate score, folks. The score right now will be 19-7. Baker missed the last extra point. The score is 19-7. They'll get the clock corrected in a little bit.
6-5, going to the 16-yard line. 22 Edwards on the run back. Let's see the 30.
Well, so far right now, the score we have now is pretty close to what the Buffaloes have averaged over the entire season. Coming into tonight's game, the Buffaloes have outscored their opponents 211 points to 73, which averages out with the Buffaloes scoring 23.4 points a game and giving up 8.1, and right now score is 19-7. So Buffaloes here with that 1 quarter of play have averaged what they are scoring, what their average in the entire game this entire season. It's about what we figured, Greg.
They missed 2 extra points.
You know, one thing that really makes this offense go is that offensive front. We need to mention them on the front. We've already given the lineups, but we got big senior Pat Holly, number 72. Number 63, Bill Bates at guard, also a senior. Along with senior Brent Causey, number 65 that's out there. And, of course, junior Corey Taylor, who alternates at guard. You also have number 77, Big Matt Young, and number 51, Mike Oldendahl, both seniors here at Baker High School. All of those young men have played outstanding season for the Buffaloes, and one of the main ingredients in what makes this Buffalo offense click the way it does. I want to give those young men credit because they do a fine job.
The clock still has the score posted at 20-7. A while ago, the Glen Oaks coaches called the officials over the side, pointing to the clock, confirmed that Baker did miss that last extra point, and the official gave him an affirmative nod that yes, Baker did miss the extra point. So the score officially, folks, is 19-7 right now with 39 seconds left in the first quarter of play here at Wedge Kai Stadium. Looks like we're set for a high-scoring contest. Sid, 27 points already scored in the first quarter. I want to remind everybody, Sid, that next week's game will be a telecast Saturday. It will not be televised after the ball game because we're going to be away at Santa Mont. It'll be televised in the afternoon Saturday if LSU plays at night. It will be televised at night if LSU plays in the afternoon. Whichever is the case, Baker game will be on opposite LSU. We want everybody to watch the crawl advertisement on Channel 7, and we'll be telling them on that advertisement, on that crawl advertisement on Channel 7, what the replay time will be. So stay tuned to Channel 7 during the week and you'll get the exact time. Good pass.
Pass complete out here. Tackle made by number 41, Alton Gajan. Picked up 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. About 3 for a first. Tony Sampson is dropping back deep. Ty Thomas, number 6, will be the short man for the Buffaloes.
Clock's running down, Sid. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 in the first quarter of play, folks. It appears we will not get another play off. We're going to take a break and be back in a minute.
Special feeling when you're driving a superior deal. It's satisfaction. Superior Ford where the savings are real. Ford service is one of a kind. The friendliest people you'll find at Superior Ford Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal and feel superior.
All right, we're back with you here at Wedge Kai Stadium to start the second quarter of play. The score is the Baker Buffaloes 19, the Glen Oaks Panthers 7.
Who's going here? I'd just like to have one. Call the score among the 10th with us for 1986 7th price is now $20 for parents. Get some money gift, $20 for the group of call the score, $20 now.
Glen Oaks is in possession of the football, but it's 4th down and 4, and appears that they will punt. Back deep for the Buffaloes, number 1, Tony Sampson, and number 6, Ty Thomas. Kick is going to Sampson. He gets it on his own 40. He's trying to turn the corner here, but good pursuit by the Glen Oaks Panthers. Baker's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 40. As you hear the Baker band in the background, has done an outstanding job this year, as they do each year. These young people work hard, practice just as hard as these young men out here on this football field, and got a lot to be proud of. Baker High School band, dance corps, flag corps, cheerleaders.
Hudson carried that time, set up the middle for a gain of about a yard. He hit a brick wall. There was a fumble on the play. Glen Oaks recovers the football. The fumble on the play, you see the officials indicate when they come out of the pile, Glen Oaks has recovered the fumble in excellent field position in Baker territory, inside the Baker 45-yard line, around the Baker 42-yard line. Take another look real quick and see how Fred Hudson hits up the middle hard. He hits a brick wall, bops the ball loose, and then the Glen Oaks Panthers cover the football. And an official on the scene right after the ball, right after Alfred was tackled, was right there to indicate that Glen Oaks had recovered the football. Here we go with Glen Oaks getting another break in Baker territory, Sid. We hadn't put these guys
that time.
We hadn't put these guys.
Number 81, Howard Bonaventure, along with number 87, Jimmy Vaughn. Throwing the ball carrier for a loss. Brings up 2nd down and 12.
Loss of 2 yards on the play, second down and 12.
Go ahead and set the Glen Oaks offense for you. Center's number 51, Shane Snap. That's a pretty snappy name for a center. Snap, yeah. Guards are number 60, Joel and Freeman. Number 73, Curtis Fuller. Tackles are number 75, Vernon Thigpen. And number 72, Stephen Thompson. Tight end is number 85, Napoleon Dickerson. Split end is number 88, Adrian Carter. Quarterback, number 4, Jeff Levin. Fullbacks, number 1, Mike Lee. Tailbacks, number 40, Gerald. Well, I guess you pronounce that Kegnalati. And slot backs, number 2, Chris Wade.
Third down, 12 for Glen Oaks in Baker territory. Quarterback's rolling back. Whoop, little.
Man, he just looped out over, but it didn't go anywhere. He didn't even get back to the line of, to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up about a pickup of 2 yards on play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
See, that was a beautiful defensive effort by the Baker Buffaloes on this last drive.
Really was.
They held them right there on the original line of scrimmage.
Let's break for a commercial.
What if that apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away? Will your health insurance really help? Or will medical care costs speed it up too fast? If you want a free review of all your coverage needs, check with State Farm. To find out how healthy your health insurance really is, see a State Farm agent now.
I'm State Farm Agent Keith Cox. For the last 6 years, I've been insuring the things that Baker people value most. Call 775-2494 or stop by my office on Main Street at Groom Road and let us show you how to get the most for your insurance dollar.
Mike Blanchard. All right, we're back live, folks, here at Wedge County Stadium, where the Baker Buffaloes lead the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 19-7. Baker had a fantastic defensive effort on the last 3 plays, Sid. They held the Glen Oaks Panthers after that fumble in the same spot where the fumble took place. They gained nothing. I mean, nothing.
I said Baker Lou
fake punt. He caught it.
Oh, no. Flag. I believe we might have a little
face mask,
inverted face mask here. Well, I tell you what, that's the first time we've seen that this year, a fake punt. And it worked beautifully for the Glen Oaks Panthers.
We'll take another look at it.
How would you call this, Greg?
Look. A beautiful attempt by Glen Oaks. And look, the man standing right there with him, Lynn Howe, number 15, beside him, and he goes up and comes down with a football. And then I think we got us a face mask.
Well, we had a 25-yard.
Take one more look at it, see if we can pick up the face mask violation.
Flag down the play.
We're going to take a look at it, folks, right here. You're going to see it one more time.
It gives Glen Oaks 1st and 10, the ball to Baker 11-yard line after that 25-yard reception. And
that was it. It was just so quick you couldn't see it that next time.
Well, Glen Oaks trying to make it a ball game here. Doing a pretty good job of it. Up. Number 40 slips down back on the 15-yard line. Gonna bring up 2nd down and 14, the ball at the Baker 15-yard line.
See the way the field is made. At the center of the field, we have a crest. And when the foul weather comes and the rain hits the field, it rolls off to the sides. And you can see back on the sides of the field where the numbers are like little gully washes, and that's where the water stands. The runners run wide, and when they get into those spots is where they lose footing. As you just seen the running back for Glen Oaks get out into the territory toward the left hash mark, and his feet just can't square out from underneath him. If they're going to run effectively, they have to run to the center of the field, which would be to Glen Oaks' right side this time, so you can probably expect a running play to the right side if it's not a pass play. Pass play. Whoa! Good pop, number 73. Terry Causey, number 85. I'm going to take
Paul S. coming in from his defensive.
We're going to take another look at that defensive effort
that
right
was
there.
great
Sid. He
effort.
punished that quarterback. I mean, punished him. It was a beautiful defensive effort.
He let him know that not today.
He got his
Not
hand in the
tonight.
air to throw the pass, and he hit him right in the letters, right in the numbers in the back. Look, beautiful.
Loss of 8. Incomplete.
We had number 85, Paul Ash, come from the right defensive side, folks, and
how would you describe that play?
punishing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Little number 1 is going to be kind of hearing footsteps after he goes back to pass again. In the end zone.
In and out of the hands of number 15, Lynn Howe, who leads the Buffaloes in interceptions. Down here in the corner of the end zone. Brings up 4th down and 14, and wouldn't surprise me if the Glen Oaks Panthers don't try to put 3 points on the board. And that's exactly what they're going to attempt to do. Coming in here tonight, Baker Buffaloes have won 11 of the last 12 meetings.
This could be a fake, Sid. They had a fake punt now.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're kicking that one, and it's good.
It's good. It's good. So with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left to go here in the first half of this contest, the Baker Buffaloes lead the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 19-10, and we're going to take a little break.
Most things aren't as simple and as easy as they were when I was a young whippersnapper. But taking care of our family's dental health has gotten to be a lot easier and more affordable thanks to Landmark Dental Care. The folks at Landmark work hard to offer the latest in dental technology at old-fashioned prices. And they're open evenings and on Saturdays, which is very important to this busy bunch.
All right, we're back waiting for the kickoff. Glen Oaks puts more points on the board. After a fumble recovery, a fake punt, after a fine defensive effort by the Buffaloes, a fake punt and a long pass completion by the Glen Oaks Panthers. Their drive was stymied then, and the Glen Oaks Panthers attempted a 32-yard field goal, made it good with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half of play. Baker's lead is cut to 19-10. Robert Sullivan, number 21 for Baker.
Well, like I said, coming in tonight's contest, Baker's won 11 of the last 12 meetings, including a 41-20 victory over Glen Oaks last year. As far as the district standings, and this being the last regular season game for both of these teams, Baker's second in district with an 8-1 overall record. Glen Oaks is last place in District 7 Quad A with an 0-9 record. I feel sure that the Buffs come out on top here tonight. I can't envision them dropping it to the...
There you go, Tony.
There he is, number 1, Tony Sampson. Good reception, fine run by Sampson all the way down to the Glen Oaks 16-yard line.
Beautiful, Sidney. Just beautiful by number 1, Tony Sampson.
Pretty
We're going to
fast,
take another
pretty
look at it.
fast.
We're going to take another look.
That was a 44-yard pass play from Chris Mook to number 1, Tony Sampson.
Yeah, we've got to see these replays on fine efforts like this by these young men.
Well, I can't envision Glen Oaks coming out on top of this ball game. Of course, the Buffaloes have been able to score pretty much.
Bobby Cruz, number 62.
Every time they've gotten the ball tonight.
Strong offensive guard for the Buffaloes checks into the lineup at this time at left guard for the Buffaloes. Bobby Cruz, number 62. Oh, pass intended for Ty Thomas, number 6, incomplete. We'll take a look at that last, there it is.
Good move. Puts on another good move right there. Had one man left to stop him. 44-yard touchdown reception. We got a second and 10 right now. The ball on the about the 16, 17-yard line.
Chris Moog leads the Buffaloes to the line.
Number 1, Tony Sampson. Be a loss on this play. Good tackle made out there by number 31 for the Panthers.
Third
No
and about
gain
10.
on the play. Looked like it might have been a loss, but it's no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Buffaloes need to try to convert some here. It's an excellent
Bobby
scoring
Cruz,
opportunity.
number 62, checking in the game again for number 63. Bill Bates coming out. We know that everybody knows that our offensive guards runs in play. See, that's why these young men are... Oh, got flags. Had yellow ribbons all over the field. Folks, if you got to see the coaches show this past week, you'll see that... we have the Baker cheerleaders on the sideline here. Beautiful, lovely cheerleaders along with Buffy, Marcy Chapman, Nia Lewis, Joanne Pontan, Anita Landry, Tracy Wells, Bonnie Jordan, Nisi Bergeron, Tammy Tourer, and of course the little mascot, Mindy Mook, who is the daughter of Coach Joe Mook and the little sister of the quarterback tonight, Chris Mook. Back to action.
3rd down and 15 after that penalty. Mook's drops back to pass. Oh, just got a little behind. Number 1, Tony Sampson, is going to bring up 4th down and 15. The ball outside the Baker 20-yard line, about the 22-yard line. It's going to be decision time here for the Buffaloes.
Well, they're going to go for a field goal attempt, it appears, Sid. Number 51, Mike Odendahl, is going out with his kicking tee and strapping on his kicking shoe. So maybe they feel like that they might need these field goals later in state playoff play. So now's a good time to get some good practice. The ball's going to be spotted down on the 30-yard line. This would be a 40-yard field goal if it's good. It's long enough.
It's good. It is good. Mike Odendahl, number 51 for Baker. One of the better field goal kickers that we've had here.
We're going to rock
Baker
tonight. Beautiful. Mike Odendahl, there he is, slapping the hands of his partners. Mike Odendahl, beautiful 40-yard field goal.
As we mentioned earlier in the telecast, Mike came in with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the game against Tara last week when the game was tied up 14-14. Mike kicked a 34-yard field goal in that game to give Baker a victory over the Tara Trojans last week. And here he is coming in here tonight. I think that was a 40-yard field goal he got tonight. Good kick right through the middle of the uprights with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first half of this contest. The score is Baker Buffs 22, Glen Oaks Panthers 10.
We just got an announcement from the production manager, Bert Carson. He'd like for you to read this, Sid, if you get a chance. Little message. Oh! He's breaking loose.
No!
He could be history. He's hit.
Well,
Glen Oaks is alive and well, Sid.
I want to tell you, Glen Oaks is in this ball game.
We're going to have to look at that again.
79-yard
That's about
touchdown return. Maybe we can get a replay.
That's about as tacky a coverage as I've ever seen the Baker Buffaloes have on a kickoff, Sid. Here, we're going to take a look at it again. Well, we thought we were.
Right up the middle.
Missing assignments right up the middle. It's a foot race, and the Baker Buffaloes lose. That's a fast young man running that football right there. I mean, he has some foot speed. Well, that puts them back in the ball game again. We can't put them away, Sid. The score is 22-16. Glen Oaks is coming up here to play football, and it's kind of, it could wind up being embarrassing. Whoa.
Extra point attempt. Snaps bobbled, and Kemp's no good. So with 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half, the score is Buffaloes 22, Panthers 16.
Make any day special with Fun Flowers from Billy Ann's. Starting at just 25 cents, Fun Flowers fit any occasion or give them for no reason at all. Billy Ann's is ready to help you with your flower needs day or night. We're easy to reach. When thinking of flowers, all you need to remember to do is dial Florist. Our staff of professionals are ready to serve you. Remember to just dial Florist for Billy Ann's flowers and gifts.
From 11 to 2, pass efficiency to the sponsors by the volleyball team so they can help the state
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you here at Wedge Kai Stadium. As we said, it was 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half of this contest. Glen Oaks Panthers have served notice to the Baker Buffaloes that they are here to win this ball game. Baker's made some, had some mental breakdowns, and Glen Oaks been able to capitalize on them, and we got a 16-22 ball game. Buffaloes on top. Flag on the play. Sampson could go on this. We got flag down.
I think it's going to be nullified, Sid. We got flags on the play.
Usually that's the indication.
No good. The official is indicating back in the center of the field.
Well, that's a shame. That was
Flag
a
back
beautiful
block, blocking below the knees. Beautiful run. I'm not sure that block had any effect on that run at all.
Play back on it.
There's the official indicating it's against Baker. We're going to take another look at it. Good deep kick. It doesn't appear that we've seen anything that could affect that run at all, Sid, except for that young man right there who did a beautiful and marvelous job.
Well, that's a shame. That little man is really motored. That time the receiving team did an excellent job. They set up the wall. Tony Sampson got around it, broke loose. How long was that? 79 yards, I think. Touchdown run on a kickoff by Tony Sampson, all nullified on a penalty.
The point of the foul was the 34-yard line, and they're walking off 15 yards against Baker, back inside the 20, about the 19.5, or about at the 20-yard line. Ball will be spotted right on the 20-yard line, so Baker's starting again at a deficit with 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half of play. Baker is in the lead 22-16, but they can't put the Panthers away for good. See, they keep pitty-patting around.
Well, they've made some mental errors. Good run by Theron Duncan, number 4. Theron came into tonight's game rushing for 319 yards and 3 touchdowns on 88 carries. That's a 3.6 average, and he's caught 7 passes for 84 yards. Theron's been hampered by some minor injuries this season, but Theron, another excellent running back for the Buffaloes.
Ball is at the 28-yard line.
Theron Duncan. Theron picks up enough for the first down. Flag down on the play, however. We have to see what that call's going, who that call's going to be against.
It's going to indicate it's against the Buffaloes again. Let's see. We're going to take a look at it. Oh, we can't pick up the official. Against the offense, isn't it? Which is Baker. We'll see what the official, we get a little zoom in on him, see what he's going to signal the problem was. Let's see. Now, zoom in on the official. Let's stay with him until we can see what the call's going to be. You know, it's getting bad.
15 yards against the Buffaloes, nullified at.
There it is, a clipping penalty against the Buffaloes. It's a tough job. See, when you got to get up here and do the announcing, the directing, and everything. You know, I guess weeks to come we'll expect to have to do the camera work too. You know what I mean?
No, Bert doesn't have anything to do with operating the camera. We all right on that.
Yeah, Bert's it's the last regular season game, and Bert's sitting back lazy and out back here behind us instead of getting up here and doing a job. You know.
Let's talk a little bit more about Baker's offense. So far this year, they had averaged 14.7 first downs per game. They've rushed for a little over 120 yards per game and passed for over 170 yards per game. And I can't remember the last time that, or any time that I ever remember a Baker High School team passing, averaging more yards than they have rushing. But they've come in to tonight's game averaging a little under 300 yards total offense per game. There he is, Ty Thomas, number 6. Pass is complete. He's got enough for a first down. Out here to the 34-yard line, well, the 39-yard line, rather, where the Buffaloes have a 1st and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Buffaloes on top, 22-16. That was a 19-yard touchdown, first down reception. Ty Thomas making a good grab and a good little run afterwards.
Cedric McNeely split 4 to the right at the top of your screen. Ty Thomas to the bottom of your screen. Little pitch back, Tony Sampson.
There he is. Good job. Buffalo's leading scorer, number 1, Tony Sampson, picks up another first down for the Buffaloes. Cross midfield down to the 47-yard line of the Panthers.
Eric Brown also in on the stop. First and 10 for Booker from the Glen Oaks 48-yard line.
Ty Thomas, number 6, good move. Thomas still going. Gets down to about the 33-yard line. Good reception by Ty.
And Eric Brown. First and 10 for Baker from the Glen Oaks 33-yard line. Bill Bates comes into the lineup for Baker.
Got a first and 10 for the Buffaloes. They got a pretty good little drive going here. We hope they can keep it going. They got plenty enough time. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Hope to see them put some more points on the board.
Yeah.
Number 1, Tony Sampson, touchdown, no flags. Good move that time. We can get the replay, Greg. You saw Chris Mook fake the pass to Ty Thomas. A little pump fake there and just threw it over the middle to number 1, Tony Sampson, who had beaten his man. Chris got the ball to him. Touchdown, Ty Thomas.
Here we're going to look at it now. Chris appears he was going to throw the football at first.
Mike Oldall, number 51, in to try the extra point. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the first half. And the score is Baker Buffalo 29, Glen Oaks Panthers 16. We're going to take a break.
Special feeling when you're driving a superior deal. Satisfaction. Superior Ford where the savings are real. Ford service is one of a kind. The friendliest people you'll find at Superior Ford Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal and feel superior.
Back waiting for the kickoff, folks, at Wedge County Stadium. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left to play in the first half of play. The Baker Buffaloes adds to their points, lead the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 29-16, and the Headhunter squad is on the field, going downfield right now.
Going to 32, that's Philip Mays. Mays gets to the 20-yard line. Finally stopped at the 26
Had a few missed tackles on that return, but they was stopped at the 36-yard line. Gives Glen Oaks a first and 10 on their 26-yard line. Gives them a first and 10 on the 26-yard line with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first half.
The ball will eventually come in play, and that way we can see who's doing what.
What, the game? Next week's game? It's got a 4.
This is a wall right here. It's a hallway, and the bathroom's at the other end. And they got 3 little windows, and they want to put us right in there. That's a wall now. I mean, are you kidding? I swear. I put my 2 feet together, Hey, I put my 2 feet together and half of one is the distance to the hole.
Flags fly all over the place.
How many times?
I would say from this point, we had at least 2 flags fly on that field.
Folks, we're getting ready for halftime here at Wedge County Stadium. It's 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Baker leading by a decisive score, 29-16 over the Glen Oaks Panthers. We got the band and the dance corps, flag corps lining up in the dance team and flag corps lining up in the end zone for a halftime show. Across the way, you'll see across the way on the track in a few moments, you'll see the Glen Oaks band lining up for a little halftime show. We're going to show you a little bit of that halftime activity. We'll take a shot across the way over there at the other press box and stadium, and you'll see...
First down, Glen Oaks from their own 41.
Well, we won't take a shot over there, don't look like.
Give you a little information on last week's results in 7 Quad A. Baker, of course, beat Tower 17-14 in a non-district contest. Denham Springs beat Capital 20-8. Bel Air had to come back in overtime to beat Central 10-9. Of course, Glen Oaks beat Estruma beat Glen Oaks 21-14.
There we had a Baker marching band in the end zone preparing for the halftime show, the Baker High School Buffalo Marching Band. We have the dance team and the flag corps.
This week's game, Bel Air plays Estruma at Memorial Stadium. Glen Oaks is here at Baker. Central is at Denham Springs, and Capital is at McKinley. And this will end the regular season in 7 Quad A football. Of course, the district standings, Bel Air is number 1 in district. They're undefeated for the regular season with a 9-0 average and a 5-0 in district. Baker's number 2 with an 8-1 overall and a 4-1 in district. Their only loss coming at the hands of Bel Air. Denham Springs is in 3rd spot. Capital's in 4th. Central's in 5th. Estruma's in 6th. And Glen Oaks is in 7th. And flags fly all over the field once again. At least 2.
Trying to get started back here again at the end, toward the end of the first half of play, with 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. We got these yellow ribbons falling all over the field. Illegal procedure against the Glen Oaks Panthers. Probably delay of the game or something. The official will walk off 5 yards against Glen Oaks, where then it will be first down and 15 yards to go for the Panthers.
False start. Indication from the official.
Glen Oaks has threw a few trick plays at us here, and of course they have nothing to lose. They're in here with an 0-9 record, and they can throw anything at us that they can dream up. And I bet you they've got something dreamed up for us right here with 1st and 15 deep in their own territory. Well, that was kind of a unique play for Glen Oaks. It was just a run off left tackle.
As we mentioned earlier in the telecast, the 10th ranked Buffaloes, which they all ranked 10th in the state in Quad A football, they will travel next week to play the 6th Quad A champion Sanamo in Gonzales on November the 14th.
I think the new rankings came out this week. I think they moved up to 7th place, Sid. They were in 10th place 2 weeks running, but I think they moved to 7th place this week.
That's good. That's good. Last time I heard it, we had 7th position, but that's great. Folks, we're going to try to bring you that game next week. I'm sure you'll be seeing an announcement on Group W Cable later on in the week if we're going to be able to bring it to you. We're going to try to bring it to you. Ooh, tipped by number 15, Lynn Howell. Good attempt by him. Along with number 21, Robert Sullivan. Sullivan seems to be, I'm sorry, not 21, that'd be number 22, Steve Morgan, who seems to be shaking up on the play. Pass was incomplete.
Well, Alonzo Frank come in sliding in a little late, picking up the ball off the ground and tried to indicate to the officials that he had got him an interception, but he was a day late and $1 short. Get a good try there, Alonzo. My kind of football player.
The physical facilities at Santa Maria may not permit us to bring you the ball game, but I'm sure Trev Productions will try everything they can to bring it to you. And, of course, if you watch Channel 7 on Group W, there will be an announcement during the week as to whether or not we'll bring this game to you next week.
Sid, I want to thank 2 organizations in our community that's been a very, very, very viable part of our community this year of the football games, and that is the 2 pizza houses in Baker, Johnny's Pizza and Domino's Pizza, who both throughout the year have brought pizzas to the football game, to the press boxes on both sides of the field. They've been very gracious in supporting Baker High School football. Of course, tonight's ball game is sponsored by Domino's Pizza as one of our sponsors, and we want to thank them. Of course, Johnny's Pizza also for the job they've done for us this regular season of play. Also, our game sponsored by Superior Ford and Zachary, State Farm agent Keith Cox in Baker, Billy Ann's Flowers in Baker, Louisiana, and Landmark Dental Care in the Baker Regional Shopping Center. And there's a pass play. Looks like he might have made a good, clean reception. The officials indicated that he did catch the football. Clock is running with 1 minute and 5 seconds. Landmark Dental Care in the Baker Regional Shopping Center is also one of our sponsors.
Greg, I want to make a correction that's been brought to my attention by our statistician, and I had earlier said that Lynn Howell led the Buffaloes on interceptions, but that's incorrect. Senior Alonzo Frank leads Baker with 6 interceptions, while Howell came into tonight's game on his heels with 5 interceptions.
Very good. We got a little timeout on the field. Clock still running. It ain't a timeout. The clock's running. Well, flags fly because of a delay of the game. The clock ran down to 29 seconds left in the first half. Glen Oaks has the football, folks, so they have control as to whether or not the ball will be snapped. I was doubting as to whether the officials had put the football in play or not and give Glen Oaks the signal to go ahead and go. The official kept standing by the football. I don't know that Glen Oaks knew they could start the play that time. And some of the Glen Oaks players a little shook up because the clock kept running down and the official was standing by the football and never would give them an indication. So they took a 5-yard penalty, but there's going to be a punt or at least a punt formation. There it is. He punted the football. Long punt. Good Glen Oaks roll. It'll go out of bounds. Nope. Staying in bounds. Ball will be dead down on the Baker 14-yard line. Well, Baker will take it over 1st and 10. 18 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Baker leads 29-16. How do you see the game stacking up so far, Sidney?
Greg, I'm really surprised that Glen Oaks has 16 points on the board. I've been impressed with the Panthers coming in here without a victory at all this season, 0-9. They've taken advantage of some breakdowns that we've had on the field, some mental mistakes that we've made, and they put 16 points on the board. I want to give credit to some people here that we've mentioned several times throughout the year, and of course that's the principal here at Baker High School, Mr. Jerry Epperson, assistant principals Richie Bullock and Alan Spears, athletic director Coach Larry Thomas. Of course, its coaching staff is Milton Broussard, Joe Mook, Richie Ori, Melvin Stringer, Earl Langwall, David Hopper, and Eric Braham. Trainer for the Buffaloes is Mr. Gerald Harbour. The managers are Mr. Ron Brumley, Rodney Bratcher, James Barrett, and Mr. John Keller. We work hard for these Buffaloes throughout the year.
As we've said a lot of times, and I think we mean it with all sincerity, Mr. Jerry Epperson, who is the head of the Baker High School organization, as the chief administrator, has done an excellent job at this fine high school facility since he's been the principal here, and we hope to see him continue with us for a lot of years to come. But then if we can move him up to a little higher ranked where he can do us all a lot better good, then we want to, of course, do that. But we don't want to lose him here at Baker High School, just move him maybe into more important capacity in future years if he does leave Baker. Scores 29-16 Baker with 11 seconds. Baker had a running play, gained about 2 yards, and it appears this probably will be the last play of the first half. Unless it's an incomplete pass. Mook's back to pad long. Long shot. He caught the football. That was a fine pass play. We're going to take another look at it real quick. The ball intended for John Brosette, number 88, went down. He was defended. The ball was bottled up. He laid on his back. We're going to take a look at it here. Get a close look at Mook's back to pass. Gets loose, fires the bomb down. The ball's bounced up in the air, laying on his back. He maintains control of it. John Brosette, the ball never touched the ground. Folks, that's halftime. with the Baker Buffaloes leading the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 29-16 here at Wedge Kai Stadium. We'll be back in a few moments.
Those folks up the road have a good car insurance agent, and they told their neighbors. These folks told their neighbors that same agent was good for life and health insurance, too. And this family recommended the same agent to insure their neighbor's home. Why do so many people end up buying all their insurance from a State Farm agent? Ask a neighbor.
I'm State Farm Agent Keith Cox. For the last 6 years, I've been insuring the things that Baker people value most. Call 775-2494 or stop by my office on Main Street at Groom Road and let us show you how to get the most for your insurance dollar.
Most things aren't as simple and as easy as they were when I was a young whippersnapper. But taking care of our family's dental health has gotten to be a lot easier and more affordable thanks to Landmark Dental Care. The folks at Landmark work hard to offer the latest in dental technology at old-fashioned prices. And they're open evenings and on Saturdays, which is very important to this busy bunch.
Presenting the senior members of the Baker High School dance team as they perform a dancing routine to Papa Bill Finch. They are members of the dance team: Crystal Watson, captain; Dana Blanchard, Sonia McCurdy, co-captain; and Shayna Fisher. as they perform a jazz routine to Buffalo Creek. Senior members are Christy Lofton as the captain, Donna Blanchard, Sonia Priscilla, co-captains, and senior Shauna Fisher. Now we present to the senior folklore members. The list of honors is Sylvia, Irvin, Lori, Langland, and Sonia Red. As they perform the Euro Story.
All right, got some step things up.
High school
Mr. Watson band.
This year's second will be our featured twirler, performing with the
We got a featured twirler here
and the fire.
with the fire baton. Is it Jan holding that thing? Stadium. It's halftime here.
Now for individual recognition for the seniors of the band.
They're now recognizing the seniors on the Baker High School band. I apologize for not having their names for you.
Drum major and all-state band. Teresa Bond, flag corps, flag captain for 2 years. Peter Bourgeois plays the French horn. 2 years all-state symphonic band, concert, section leader and roadmaster. Roxanne Marie LeGrand, trumpet, roadmaster, section leader, and merit secretary. Nathan Michelle plays the fingers and section leader. Lauren Michelle Raymond, flag corps. George Rose, tuba player. Chandra Wood, flag corps. Ricky Williams, clarinet. Peter Christoph, trombone. Leanne Rowan, the flag corps. These are the 2 members of the Baker High School 1986 Varsity Marching Band.
Any day special with Fun Flowers from Billy Ann's. Starting at just 25 cents, Fun Flowers fit any occasion or give them for no reason at all. Billy Ann's is ready to help you with your flower needs day or night. We're easy to reach. When thinking of flowers, all you need to remember to do is dial Florist. Our staff of professionals are ready to serve you. Remember to just dial Florist for Billy Ann's flowers and gifts.
Here we are, folks, back at Wedge Sky Stadium at halftime. The Booster Club said is giving away 3-wheelers. Everybody knows they've been buying tickets all year long, and that's what we're having right now is the drawing. And let's see who can you recognize out there. Philip Bauer, Mr. Figurino, real active members of the Baker Booster Club. The money's not made on this 3-wheeler is to support the Baker Buffaloes.
That's Alan, A.J. Wall. A.J. Wall out there.
Okay, A.J. Wall's in the red shirt. The money's made here will be to support the Baker Buffalo team. They know who the winner is. They're going to try to get a message to the press box, and maybe we'll get a message on this side to be able to announce who the winner of the Honda 3-wheeler is. There we have Buffy. Buffy, the mascot, and some of their trainers, the FFA, Future Farmers of America, members of the Future Farmers of America who take care of, train, and take care of Buffy during the season. Buffy preparing to lead the Baker Buffalo team out on the field at this time, and he's a full-grown live Buffalo.
Greg, I was down in the dressing room at halftime, and I'm sorry to say that we had 2 Buffaloes that were injured and won't be coming back in here in the second half of play. It's going to be number 22, Steve Morgan, a senior for the Buffaloes, who has an ankle injury. And also number 66, Tom Cobb, a junior for the Buffaloes, who has a back injury. And both of these young men have been taken for x-rays, and we certainly hope there's nothing serious with them.
Here we come, the Baker battling Buffaloes coming out on the field for the second half of play. You're right, Sid. I hope those young men are all right and that we don't have any major concern about their injuries.
Greg, first half statistics for the Buffaloes. Baker offensively had 7 first downs in the first quarter with a total offensive effort of 325 total yards in the first half. So far tonight, Baker's had a tremendous offensive effort here in this ball game with 7 first downs and a total of 325 total yards on offense the first half. Chris Mook is also having a tremendous night. Chris has attempted 11 passes, completed 8 for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Chris Mook having an outstanding night here for the Buffaloes, and finding 3 of his top receivers in number 6, Ty Thomas, number 88, John Brosette, and number 1, Tony Sampson. Brosette has had 3 catches for 52 yards in the first half. Ty Thomas had 3 catches for 98 yards, and Tony Sampson had 3 catches for 116 yards in the first half. Sampson rushed for 5 times for 26 yards. Alfred Hudson rushed 3 times for 24 yards, and of course Theron Duncan rushed twice for 9 yards. These are unofficial statistics, but they're going to be pretty close to the official stats.
Baker received the football at the opening kickoff, so we're kicking off the second half, and this kicking team's seen a lot of action so far tonight. We can watch them go down the field. Oh, we can't.
First half penalties. Baker had 5 penalties for 45 yards, and Glen Oaks had 2 for 10 yards. Baker's defense held Glen Oaks to 6 first downs and a total offense of a little over 100, well, it'd be 106 yards unofficially. So Baker's defense also having an outstanding effort. The quarterback for Glen Oaks attempted 6 passes, completed 3 for 81 yards, which was the majority of their 106 yards total offense for the first half. The key in this ball game is Baker's been pretty much able to score at will here in the first half. They had 1 touchdown call back, a 79-yard touchdown run on a kickoff return by Tony Sampson. Was called back and nullified on a penalty.
Little option.
But I think the key tonight, as far as Glen Oaks being able to put 16 points on the ball game, is that Baker's had some mental mistakes in the first half. That Glen Oaks came up with excellent field position twice and were able to put points on the board. And then another time we had a little breakdown on a kickoff that Glen Oaks returned for a touchdown. But if you're just tuning in, we just started the second half of play here at Wedge County Stadiums, and the score is the Buffs 29, the Panthers 16.
Well, we hadn't got a notification yet as to who the winner of the 3-wheeler was, said at halftime, but maybe we'll try to get the word. They'll be announcing it, I'm sure, over the speaker in a few moments once they get the word over there. So.
Looks like Glen Oaks picked up a first down across midfield down to the Baker 45-yard line. So Glen Oaks comes out here to start the second half of play, and after 3 plays, picked up a first down. Ball 1st and 10 at the Baker 45-yard line. Good tackle out there by number 9, Lamar Thomas, and number 41, Alton Gajan.
Again, Sid, we want to recognize our sponsors for bringing us tonight's football game. Is Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza delivers Superior Ford in Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal. And State Farm Insurance. State Farm agent Keith Cox in Baker, Louisiana. Billy Ann's Floors in Baker. Landmark Dental Care in the Baker Regional Shopping Center. And Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza delivers.
Pass intended for number 33 over the middle, broken up by number 8, Alonzo Frank. I want to add that number 6, Ty Thomas, is in the ball game at safety, replacing the injured Steve Morgan, number 22, who went into the locker room at halftime with an ankle injury. As we stated, he and number 66, Thomas Cobb, for the Buffaloes, were both injured in the first half, and both have been taken away from the stadium to be x-rayed, and we certainly hope that those injuries are not too severe. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 15, Lynn Howell. Lynn's mad, upset with himself. He knew he should have had an interception on that one.
Lynn was trying to run the football before he got possession of it. Said he was all excited. He was wide open down the sideline, and that'll happen to you. Young man trying to making a gallant effort and almost picked that football off and would have been breaking down the sideline for some extra yardage.
I believe the parents' punt formation. 10 yards from Tennessee at the 17-yard line.
I never did see him signal for a fair catch.
I don't really understand that. I didn't see him signal for a fair catch. The official blew the play dead, but if it was a fair catch, he was hit by the Glen Oaks by the Glen Oaks Panthers, and the official didn't throw a flag, so
Well, he picked it up on the bounce. See, I think after it touches the ground, they can, and he didn't try to run it after he got the football, so it's just state of confusion all the way around.
Well, the
I think you can signal for a fair catch only if it's in the air.
Buffalo start out 1st and 10 on their 16-yard line, pick up about a yard on play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Domino's Pizza deliver. One of our sponsors, folks. Domino's Pizza has been very kind to us this year, and they deliver to the press box.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they deliver late, but sometimes they deliver. Nine minutes, 53 seconds, clock running in the third quarter of play. Mook's pass intended for Thomas, good.
Number 6, Ty Thomas with the ball. Flag, face mask.
There goes flag.
One flag came out of here from about the 10-yard line all the way across the field. Wasn't no question about that.
We're going to see what the official signifies here. Let's see. Well, we thought we would. Personal foul face mask against Glen Oaks would be advantageous to the Baker Buffaloes, and it'll walk off about 15 big ones against the Panthers.
Well, it will be 15. That definitely wasn't an inadvertent face mask. We can see it on the replay. Woo! That's the kind of things that brings chills to mothers' hearts.
Yeah, because that is dangerous, too. Anytime you grab a headgear, the face mask, you can manhandle somebody, and that neck is fragile, Sid. You can snap somebody's neck easily.
It's like putting a ring in a bull's nose, Greg. You can lead him anywhere you want to go.
One of the finest. Well, we got a little confusion in the backfield for the Buffaloes, a little mix-up here. Left hand not knowing what to right. There he goes.
Well, Sampson didn't have any help. That's it. The whistle has not blown. The play is still alive. The play is still alive. Touchdown by number 2. Touchdown by number 2, Alfred Hudson. Boy, that was heads-up football by Alfred. The whistle had not
get another look at it. See, I didn't know that you could advance a football.
It was a fumble. It was definitely a fumble. If you'll see, if we get a replay, number 1, Tony Sampson.
We're going to get another look at it.
Number 1, Tony Sampson had possession of the pass. It was a legal catch. Right here, Sampson catches the ball. It's a legal catch. He has possession. The ball's knocked loose before he hits the ground.
It touches the ground, see it? And I didn't know you could, in high school, you could advance a fumble football. Unless it's because it's behind the line.
Well, I'm not going to question it. This is 6 points.
You know who that is? Auxiliary policeman. Yeah, he's one of my reserves. Oh, yeah.
Well, with 9 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the score is the Buffaloes 35, the Panthers 16. We're going to take a break.
Special feeling when you're driving a superior deal. Satisfaction. Superior Ford, where the savings are real. Ford service is one of a kind. The friendliest people you'll find at Superior Ford Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal and feel superior.
All right, back live for the Headhunter squad fixing to go down the field again. We're going to try to follow the kickoff team for Baker with the camera this time down the field so we can see a little action by the Buffalo squad.
Oh, beautiful. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Well, it's going to be a
We'll have
penalty
to bring
against...
it back, but that was beautiful.
If it was a punt, it would have been ideal, see it?
Yep.
Doggone it. On the kickoff, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Baker on the kickoff. Had to bring it back and kick again. Folks, we have a message. We want to announce the winner of the three-wheeler tonight. The winner of the three-wheeler that the Baker Booster Club gave away, Mr. Figurino's with us in the press box right now, is Mr. Warren Walls. Mr. Warren Walls, 3414 Buchanan Street, 774-6807. Mr. Warren Walls. Said Mr. Warren Walls is very active in his community. You know him personally. Tell us about him.
Warren Walls, Greg, is one of my reserve officers over at Baker Police Department. Warren has been very dedicated to the program, along with Warren's father-in-law, Mr. Jeff Bauer, who is a captain, one of my captains in reserve in Posse, and they do a great job, both of those men. And in fact, they're both here tonight donating their services to this community as working here as reserve officers at this football game. Very proud that Warren is a recipient of that. Warren is an avid hunter, and of course, along with Jeff and Philip, a whole bunch of them, and we're really proud of them.
Let's talk about what you do with the money.
With us here tonight in the press box, too, we have Mr. Figurino, Dolly Figurino here, who is past president of the Baker Athletic Boosters Association. And Dolly, why don't you tell us a little bit about what y'all gonna do with the money that you used to generate it here tonight on this sale at Rappler's three-wheel?
Well, the number one project this year is we're going to put a sprinkler system on the football field so that the coaches don't have to come in the middle of the night and turn the water on during the summer when the field is dry. That's one of many projects that we take on every year. And that's why we always out here begging and asking for help, which the people in the Baker community have really been responding to us. They really have helped us. And I want to thank everyone for really helping us with this three-wheeler raffle. We have it every year. We try to give it away at the last home game at the halftime every year. It's an annual project, and I want to thank everyone for really helping us. And we try to help all athletes at Baker, girls sports as well as boys. And we will help anybody in sports at Baker. All they have to do is come to us.
Well, Dolly, I know Greg wants to join me in commending you and the people that work with you. I know you were past president of the Baker Athletic Boosters Association. This year's president is Mr. A.J. Wall, and I tell you what, it's people like you that dedicate and donate your time and services to this school and to the athletic department here at Baker High School. And we want to really commend you for the efforts y'all have made. As you stated, the Baker Athletic Boosters is not just benefits football, it benefits all athletics here at Baker High School.
Right,
girls and boys sports. And without y'all's contributions and the money that y'all generate throughout the year, a lot of the things here as far as equipment and the things that you see would not be made possible. And it's through y'all's efforts that they are made possible. And we just want to commend you for it. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to urge you to become a member of the Baker High School Athletic Boosters Association. They meet every Monday night at 7 o'clock in the Teachers Lounge here at Baker High School. Every Monday in the Teachers Lounge here at Baker High School, 7 o'clock. We urge you to join. If you have a son or daughter here that's involved in athletics, you owe it to them to join. And if not, if you're a businessman in this community or ex-athlete or ex-alumni of Baker High School, get involved. Join the Baker Athletic Boosters. It really goes to a worthwhile cause.
Thank you, Mr. Cotro. I'm going to turn it over to
We want to thank you for coming up here, darling.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Pass to number 88, John Brosette. It's incomplete. Baker has the ball, 2nd and 10. The ball about the 15-yard line.
It's Dolly Figurino, one of the finest supporters of Baker High School ever. See it, I want to tell you that. That kids play ball here, but even when they're not playing here, he's active with his school and his program, and I'm going to tell you, that speaks highly of somebody like that.
Well, while we were talking to Mr. Figurino, the Buffalo defense, number 9, Lamar Thomas for the Baker Buffaloes came up with a interception.
Deep in Glen Oaks' territory, the ball's on about the 12-yard line, it appears. Well,
it's on the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd down and Well, it's inside the 15. You're right, Greg. It's close to the 12-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Buffaloes. As we say, they are deep in Glen Oaks territory. We got 7 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Buffaloes are ahead of the Panthers 35-16 and have a definite threat going here.
Another shot.
Shot over here. It's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. Pass intended for number 6, Ty Thomas. Intercepted in the end zone. Glen Oaks will bring the ball back out to the 20-yard line. Where they'll have first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Greg, that was an excellent scoring opportunity. I'm sure Chris Mook wishes he had that pass back. But replay really, Chris, that was going to Ty Thomas all along, and really should have overthrew him. Wishes he had that back, I'm sure. Buffalo defense bowing the back up there. 2nd down and 10 play. Looks like he picked up about a yard on play to bring up 3rd down and 9. Buffalo defense doing an outstanding job tonight throughout this ball game. Glen Oaks scored on a touchdown. That turnover, which they had excellent field position. They were able to punch it in the end zone. Then they came back after another turnover, and Buffalo defense held them from the 11-yard line. Glen Oaks had to settle for a field goal. That made it 10 points for the Panthers, and then, of course, we had that breakdown on the kickoff team, and Panthers went for all the way, returned it all the way for a touchdown. The extra point was no good, and that's how their 16 points got on the board. We got a 4th down play here, and I'm sure Glen Oaks will punt the ball. Defense doing an excellent job once again, and trotting out onto the field is number 1, Tony Sampson, be the deep back, and number 6, Ty Thomas, will be short for the Buffaloes. Try to return this punt. We know Sampson has the capability with a little daylight to break it and go all the way. Well, they changed his position. Oh! Well, they marking the ball down at the 1-foot line.
I mean, 1st and goal at the 1-foot yard.
Baker has a bad snap that time. Replay will show snap went over the punter.
Glen Oaks has a bad snap.
Bad snap. Glen Oaks, bad snap. Well,
they got flags down.
We might get a replay here. I don't know. Here's a replay.
Over his head, and he downs the ball on about the 1-foot line and slides into the end zone. But the official, being heads up, marks the ball on 1-foot line. Said we had another flag up the field.
We got illegal participation against Baker. That's the 2nd time this year that we've seen that call against the Buffaloes. Illegal participation on the field, and too many men on the field. So it looks like Glen Oaks is going to get another opportunity to kick this ball. When Baker had another excellent scoring opportunity here in the 2nd half with 1st and goal from the 1-foot line. Ladies and gentlemen, Baker's definitely control this ball game on the scoreboard, 35-16. But really, that's not a true reflection of the complexion of this ball game, because Baker's had some excellent opportunities to put points on the board and have taken themselves away from doing so.
That's a true story, Sid. It's there's illegal participation against Baker. Right there's an indication where they would have had the ball 1st and goal on the 1-foot line. They find themselves now still on defense, and the ball is going to be 1st and 10 for Glen Oaks.
Well, it's another one of those breakdowns on special teams. They had a mess up, and rather than going from 1st and goal from the 1 yard line, it results in Glen Oaks retaining possession of the ball, giving them a 1st down on a penalty. Glen Oaks has 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. Tackle made by number 54, Barry Causey.
We hadn't played a very clean ball game tonight. There's been a lot of mistakes and a lot of opportunities that hadn't been capitalized on. Things hadn't went exactly our way yet from the pizza on down. Let's see what we have here under penalties. Baker's been penalized 6 times for 60 yards. Glen Oaks has been penalized 2 times for 10 yards. What were some of the penalties, Sid, that we got?
Well, Baker's had a face mask, a false start, an illegal block, clipping, offsides, and, of course, the illegal participation.
Well,
pass way overthrown out there, incomplete. Greg, I think, too, that probably, I'm sure it's concerned with Coach Larry Thomas, this being the last regular season game and going into the playoffs next week. His team is definitely in definite control of this ball game, but you're looking at a team in Glen Oaks that has absolutely no victories. They got the worst record a Glen Oaks team has ever had with an 0-9 season, and after tonight being 0-10. But I'm sure Coach Thomas is very concerned with the number of mistakes, mental mistakes that have been made by the Buffaloes tonight. As we say, you expect a team that what many people feel is the best team in 7 Quad A. Yeah, I tell you, when they get in that playoffs next week against the 6 Quad A champions Santa Maria Gators, Baker's not going to be able to afford to make these kind of mistakes. Oh, Howard Bonaventure, number 88.
81, Howard Bonaventure. 73, Terry Causey was in along with number 85, Paul Esch. 3 defensive players right in on top at quarterback as he fumbles the handling the football. Well, Glen Oaks is in a punt formation again. Going to look like they're going to be forced to punt, Sid, but they've already faked one. I don't know that they will this time, and they have a man late coming onto the field. Deep to receive for the Baker Buffaloes is number 1, Tony Sampson, and the punt is to Tony Sampson. Good wall, good ball.
He's got some room. Great return again. I tell you what, that little man has really done some good return yardage.
Well, Sid, if we can take another look at that, Baker set up the wall perfect. The red shirts with their backs to us, and each one of them taking out one of the Glen Oaks players. Folks, if you want to see what a wall is on a punt return in football, you're going to see it perfectly right here.
Watch here, Greg. I don't know if we got it in the camera or not, but he attempted a little fake handoff.
Now, he's coming behind the men who's blind. That's a wall. They've got a wall set up. He's coming behind them perfectly. Beautiful run.
Tony made a little fake as if he was going to hand the ball off to number 6, Ty Thomas, and momentarily got a step on the defenders. And, of course, like you say, the wall was there, and Tony took advantage of it. Baker's got a 1st and 10, the ball on the Glen Oaks 29-yard line. Hand off to number 1, Sampson. Gets down to the 25-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down, and 6.
Let's set that Glen Oaks defense. I hadn't had a chance to do it so far tonight. We've given you every other lineup. Defensive guards for the Panthers is number 70, Eric Chaplin, number 62, J.J. Harris. The tackles are number 74, Silman Sanders, and number 63, John Huggins. Defensive ends with number 61,
Chris Mook,
Sam Honore. Thomas, beautiful reception. That was beautiful, Greg. Another pass from number 7. Chris Mook to number 6.
See, the way the play was unfolding, the way it was developing, I thought he had Cedric McNeely open in the end zone. Number 23, Cedric seen Ty cutting across, and it was deeper than he was. You're going to see Cedric held up, which was real smart. They could have run in each other. Cedric McNeely right there, he holds up and lets Ty take the football into the end zone.
Great
beautiful
play.
Heads-up football. Ty Thomas, number 6.
The other defensive end for the Panthers is number 76, William Sanders.
And it's good. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of play here at Wedge Kai Stadium, the Battling Buffaloes lead the Panthers of Glen Oaks by a score of 42-16. Be back in a moment.
When you have a family of your own, you want to make sure they'll have the things they need, the way you always did. When it's time to plan the life insurance program to secure their future, there's someone nearby you can depend on. Your State Farm agent knows life insurance and is ready to help, like a good neighbor.
I'm State Farm Agent Keith Cox. For the last 6 years, I've been insuring the things that Baker people value most. Call 775-2494 or stop by my office on Main Street at Groom Road and let us show you how to get the most for your insurance dollar.
We're back with you here at Wedge Kai Stadium with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Buffaloes are on top of the Panthers 42-16. Duncan kicks off. Gets it down to about the 19-yard line. Good shot, number 50, Mike Goo Allen, along with number 29, Alvin Green. Boy, he set him up that time, and Green polished him off. It was a good hard tackle made by number 50, Mike Allen.
Oh, Goo took on one man and threw him to the ground and went on down in to stick his head in and make that tackle. It was a fine effort.
Well, the Panthers come up here with first and 10 from the 40. I know the offense is on the field, but let me finish giving you that defensive lineup for the Panthers. Linebackers are number 31, Eric Brown, number 80, Robert McGowan. Corners are going to be number 33, Jerry Perkins, and number 44, Brian Harris, and the safety is number 20, Derek Mills.
Good tackle.
Good tackle out there. Number 9 rather. Lamar Thomas for the Buffaloes.
On this right hash mark for Glen Oaks, they're finding themselves down in this water hole again. See, we was talking about those two troughs on the side of the field, which you can't help. Every football field in the world has it. Baker's is probably an average football field. Has a good crest toward the center, but down the sideline you can see water shining on the side of the field. That's those little valleys.
Good effort, number 9, Lamar Thomas again on the tackle for the Buffaloes. Craig, well, we got a minute here of breaking action. I want to talk about two young men who are outstanding athletes here at Baker High School who missed most of this season due to injuries. And that's number 79, Mike Doherty, 195-pound junior, and number 86, Eddie Gibbs, 195-pound junior. Both of these young men are outstanding athletes, good athletes here at Baker High School, fine young men. And I know that we wish them the best and hope they get to a total recovery and can be back in that Buffalo lineup next year. Both would have seen a good bit of action for the Buffaloes if it weren't for the early season injuries that both of them have sustained. We got a flag down on the last play over on the far sideline of the field in front of the Glen Oaks bench. It was a 5-yard gain on the play. Dead ball, personal foul against the Buffaloes, which on that third down play it's going to give them enough for a first down. We got number 42, Scott Clark, 175-pound sophomore, checking in at linebacker for the Buffaloes, replacing number 41, Alton Gajan. Well, it's going to give Glen Oaks a first down and 10, the ball down to the Baker 35-yard line, and Baker's in total control with a 42-16 score here, but
Sid, while we're going to let the folks watch a little football, I'm going to do something we try to do every year. I'm going to call the seniors out. They introduced them at the first of the game over the PA system, and we didn't get a chance to call them out as they was calling them out, but I want to recognize all of the seniors, naming all the senior football players, but keep in mind, we want to recognize all of the seniors here at Baker High School, the fine job that they've done throughout their career here at Baker High School, and we wish them the best of luck for the future. The seniors on the Baker squad is number 1, Tony Sampson, a back, 165-pound. Number 2, Alfred Hudson, a back, 190-pound. Number 3, Joseph Moses, 155-pound end. Number 4, Therian Duncan, 200-pound back. Number 6, Ty Thomas, 155-pound in. Number 7, Chris Mook, 195-pound quarterback. Number 8, Alonzo Frank, 165-pound back. Number 11.
Number 10, Chris Womack. Number 10, Chris Womack coming up with a big interception for the Buffaloes.
Chris Womack, one of the Buffalo substitutes in the ball game, picks him off one of the passes. Fine effort. Number 11, Alan Walls, 165-pound back. Number 15, Lynn Howell, 165-pound back. Number 22.
Excuse me for interrupting.
All right, we're going to take a shot at Chris Womack picking that ball out. Off. Fine effort. Number 10, Chris Womack. Number 22, Steve Morgan, 145-pound back. This is your seniors this year, folks. The seniors of the Battling Buffaloes. Number 41, Alton Gajan, 195-pound back. Number 44, Joel Causey, 160-pound back. Number 46, Wendell Young, 160-pound in. Number 51, Mike Odendahl, a 215-pound tackle. Number 53, Buck Murphy, 180-pound center. Number 54, Barry Causey, 215-pound back. Number 62, Bobby Cruz, 190-pound guard. Number 63, Bill Bates, a 220-pound guard. Number 65, Brett Causey, 190-pound guard. Number 72, Pat Hawley, a 219-pound center. Number 76, Glenn Jenkins, a 220-pound tackle. Number 77, Matt Young, a 265-pound tackle. Number 81, Howard Bonaventure, a 165-pound nose guard on defense. Number 83, Bill Knight, a 153-pound back. Number 85, Paul Esch, a 170-pound defensive end. Number 87, Jimmy Vaughn, a 210-pound defensive end. Number 88, John Brosette, 190-pound end. See, this are the seniors for the 1986 Battling Buffaloes. We wish them all the luck in the state playoffs, along with all the rest of the seniors at Baker High School. Congratulations. Bart said he told you. Bart said he called.
That's the end of the third quarter of play here at West Sky Stadium. The score of Buffaloes 42 to Panthers 16. We're going to take a break.
Most things aren't as simple and as easy as they were when I was a young whippersnapper. But taking care of our family's dental health has gotten to be a lot easier and more affordable thanks to Landmark Dental Care. The folks at Landmark work hard to offer the latest in dental technology at old-fashioned prices. And they're open evenings and on Saturdays, which is very important to this busy bunch.
As of right now, they have close to 200 members. As you notice, three of the football players are new to this crowd. Almost intercepted by Ron Harris.
Got loose one day.
Stay looking.
He's 84, huh? They're losing a lot of steam. What they got coming off of, David?
How y'all doing? How you doing?
Timeout taker. Robert Gerald in front formation.
Watch out, your sister, I want a piece of pizza. Don't you hear? Almost 8. A year, 10 ball game, and finally go get us a cook.
That's not the old mentality. What's the record?
Runs up to the disrespectful offense to the 27-yard line.
No, you got. Oh yeah, here's another stick up here.
Robert Gerald on a pass snap for center, playing heads-up ball and got the ball out to the 28-yard line. First and 10 Glen Oaks from the bench at 28. Off to the head. Stopped by Jimmy Vaughn.
Jimmy Vaughn running down from the back.
Broken up by Barry Crosby.
Come in and get a bigger picture. Don't make it stay up there. Is that who that was? I thought that was one of your kids.
Third down.
Oh, David comes up beating on the door. He must have opened that mother.
Broken up by Bill Knight.
We decided we're going to leave that alone. What we ought to do for now is just tell them bring fuel and whatever they want.
Gary Butler. Well played.
Make any day special with fun flowers from Billy Ann's. Starting at just 25 cents, Fun Flowers fit any occasion or give them for no reason at all. Billy Ann's is ready to help you with your flower needs day or night. We're easy to reach. When thinking of flowers, all you need to remember to do is dial Florist. Our staff of professionals are ready to serve you. Remember to just dial Florist for Billy Ann's Flowers and Gifts.
Red wheels out from the catch, we just got popped down in the mud. They started at the 5-yard line.
Got off the field. They couldn't have made it.
First down and goal to ball from the 5. Baker.
Well, beautiful reception. Coach, we want to apologize for not being with you. Of course, you probably enjoyed it better with us not being here. But we want to apologize for you. Our food got to this press box late. It usually gets here at halftime. We take care of the eating chores in, but got here late and none of us had eaten supper, so we had to chow down a little bit. Some of that good Domino's pizza. And we apologize for the absence, but as you've been watching the game, you saw number 88, John Brosette, come down with a beautiful interception. Beautiful run, gives Baker first and goal at the 5-yard line of Glen Oaks. We got a lot of new faces in the ball game for the Buffaloes. Johnny Fletcher, number 12, in at quarterback. Hand off number 4 there on Duncan as flags down on the field. Set some of those new faces for you out there. Number 30, Philip Spears is in the ball game. Number 12, Johnny Fletcher. Number 5, Trent Ellis. Number 74, Eric Braham. Number 84, Will Gotro. Number 50, Mike Allen. Number 75, Donald Baker. Number 32 checking in. That's going to be Mike Davis. Number 34 coming out. That's James Jefferson. Number 62 checking in. Bill Bates. Bobby Cruz, rather. Checking in for the Buffaloes. Number 50, Mike Allen, checking out. Buffaloes are penalized 5 yards. It brings up a 1st and 15. The ball at the 15-yard line. Pitch back to number 32. Good defensive effort. That was number 32, Mike Davis with the ball. Number 76 out there, that's Glenn Jenkins. Number 53 is in the ball game for the Buffaloes. Buck Murphy at center. Got number 50, Mike Allen, checking back in, bringing the play in for the Buffaloes. Coach Thomas giving some of his seniors and some of his juniors a chance to play here with 8 minutes left to go in this contest, and Buffalo's on top 42-16. Second and 14, the ball at the 14. Second and goal. Pass was intended for number 5, Trent Ellis. Pass went incomplete. There's a flag down near the line of scrimmage. Holding on the offense.
It wasn't good. Coach, I promise it wasn't good.
Well, the discussion is whether they want to take the play or take the penalty. This decline brings up third down. Third down and goal. That was Baker's 9th penalty of the game so far tonight. Baker's had several penalties in tonight's ball game. I'm sure something that Coach Thomas and his staff are going to work on here between now and next week's playoff game with Santa Maria. Defenders definitely got there before the ball did.
The pass was intended for number 84, Will Goetcher. He was molested 2 or 3 yards before he had an opportunity to touch a football. He knocked him on the ground before the ball ever got halfway to him. Will Goetcher run a beautiful down and out pattern, and 2 guys hanging on both of his shoulders. There's no way in the world anybody could have caught that football.
Well, I don't know what the official had on his mind then, but it wasn't that play. Well, Fletcher's in the hole for the Buffaloes, and number 4, Darren Duncan's in to attempt a 32-yard field goal, and it is good. Darren Duncan, number 4, gets one in for the Buffaloes. With 7 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this contest, Buffalo's 45, Panthers 16.
Special feeling when you're driving a superior deal. It's satisfaction. Superior Ford, where the savings are real. Ford service is one of a kind. The friendliest people who come and dine. Superior Ford, Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal and feel superior.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in this contest here at Wedge Sky Stadium, the last regular season contest for the Baker High School Buffaloes, and the score is Buffs 45, Glen Oaks Panthers 16. Baker's going here to finish out this season with a 9-1 record. Their only loss coming in district play to Bel Air. We got number 27, Kevin Southall, in on the game for the Buffaloes. Number 25, Robert Gerald. Number 29 was in the ball game, Alvin Green. Number 84, Will Gotro. Number 64, Corey Taylor in there. Number 30, Philip Spears. Number 52, Charles Romano. Number 60, Brian Colligan. We got number 83 in the ball game now for the Buffaloes. That's Bill Knight, a senior for the Buffaloes, playing cornerback. Number 21, Robert Sullivan in there at cornerback. Got number 10, Chris Womack in as safety, along with number 15, Lynn Howe. We got number 44, Joel Causey, in the nose guard for the Buffalo. We'll take a little commercial with this timeout.
What if that apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away? Will your health insurance really help? Or will medical care costs speed it up too fast? If you want a free review of all your coverage needs, check with State Farm. To find out how healthy your health insurance really is, see a State Farm agent now.
I'm State Farm Agent Keith Cox. For the last 6 years, I've been insuring the things that Baker people value most. Call 775-2494 or stop by my office on Main Street at Groom Road and let us show you how to get the most for your insurance dollar.
We're back with you at Wedge Sky Stadium for the last regular season game for the season for the Buffs. With this victory, like we said earlier, Baker will finish their regular season with a 9-1 mark. Glen Oaks will go out with the 0-10. Good tackle made that time with number 85, Paul Essen, on with number 21, Robert Sullivan for the Buffaloes. We got number 89 checking in the ball game, Ralph Smith, along with number 46, Wendell Young. Almost intercepted down there by number 15, Lynn Howell. The intended receiver was covered well that time by number 15, Howell, and number 10, Chris Wama. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Glen Oaks. Well, 3rd down it should be. 3rd down and 10 for Glen Oaks Panthers, a ball at their own 40-yard line. Number 89, Ralph Smith, is a sophomore for the Buffaloes. We got number 31 checking in for the Buffaloes. It's going to be David Stute.
David Stute's taking Jimmy Vaughn's place at left end. Said he's got his work cut out for him over there. Here he comes around, number 31, David Stute. Whoop.
Number 42 is in there.
Somebody didn't stay home. The corner official got cleaned out. Oh,
No.
beautiful run by the Glen Oaks.
Number 42 was in for the Buffaloes that time, too, Scott Clark. Well, Coach Thomas playing a lot of his younger players, trying to give them a little experience as well. He should here with the score of 45-22. Now, that was a 60-yard screen pass. I tell you, we had a lot of people.
We're going to take another look at it. Watch the official gets cleaned out down the other side.
Well, number 42.
Okay, right here, he runs over the official, Sid, look. Beautiful block by the official.
Point after's good, and with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this contest, Baker Buffaloes 45, Glen Oaks Panthers.
Things aren't as simple and as easy as they were when I was a young whippersnapper. But taking care of our family's dental health has gotten to be a lot easier and more affordable thanks to Landmark Dental Care. The folks at Landmark work hard to offer the latest in dental technology at old-fashioned prices. And they're open evenings and on Saturday, which is very important to this busy bunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our last commercial for tonight's telecast, and we want to really take an opportunity right here with this little love to thank our cameraman who has done an outstanding job this season for us, Mr. Lee Landry. Mr. Lee Landry.
Let's give him a hand, Paul.
Here. Hey, yay for Lee. But I'd also like to thank our statistician, Mr. Matthew Matuski.
Let's give him a hand, too, Paul. All right.
Matt's doing a fine job here.
Well, we got the kickoff receiving team on the field right now for the Baker Buffaloes. Deep is number 1, Tony Sampson. Number 9, Lamar Thomas. And number 21, Robert Sullivan.
There's somebody else that we need to show recognition to because this young man has done an outstanding job and leading this production in technical fouls, and that's Mr. Bert Carson, the production manager here, Bert Carson. He leads.
Which one is he? Point him out.
He's a funny one back there.
Oh, I see, the guy with the blue shirt. Yeah, Bert. Yeah, thank you, Bert. Yeah, he's helped us out a great deal. Been up here almost every football game, hasn't he?
Well, physically he's been here.
Which one is he again now? Which one?
Bert Carson. Good run, good run. Number 1, Tony Sampson. Oh, my goodness.
He's still running. Tony Sampson's still on his feet. Wide open.
Well, we got a flag. We got a flag. Another touchdown here.
Oh, look at him.
That's probably going to be all for naught. We had a crackback block over
Well, he
the
gets into the end zone, deep in the end zone after he's obviously scored, and the Glen Oaks player comes up and pushes him in the back, see it, and no flags fly for something like that. That's ridiculous.
I'm afraid we had a crackback block over here on the other side of the field, and this is the second touchdown of tonight's game. Here we go with the replay. Let's see if we can catch it. As a 52-yard run by Tony Sampson, a brilliant run.
Well, it looks like right here, they had him down.
Right there.
He don't go down, he stays alive.
Right there. It wasn't a crackback block, it was just a clip.
Look in the end zone. After he's obviously in the end zone, they push him down, and no flags were thrown. 2 officials standing square there looking at it, 'cause I was watching them, Sid. I'm upset. That bothers me. I don't like that.
Well, the fans are giving Tony Sampson, number 1, a hand as he comes off the field. That little man has played outstanding.
You ought to give him the game ball.
For the Buffaloes tonight. And, Greg, I tell you can't say enough about him. That's 2 touchdowns tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Tony Sampson. A 79-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, 52-yard run from scrimmage that has been called back. Intercepted by number 44.
Ty Thomas and Chase. They're going to run him out of bounds. We're going to take another look at the pass attempt. Deep, intended for Cedric McNeely. Picked off by one of the Panther defenders. And then Ty Thomas gets into a foot race and almost catches him, Sid. Runs him out of bounds. Good effort by Ty Thomas, number 6.
We got 5 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in this contest. Buffaloes are definitely in control of this ball game by a score of 45-23. That was a first down play, lost yardage, lost 2 yards. It's going to bring up second down and 12.
Folks, by the way the ball game's been going, by a lot of rights, Baker ought to have 65 points on the board, and by other rights, they ought to not have. But what they have, some of the mistakes and the errors that they've been making. Of course, the field conditions has a great deal to do with that. Baker's made a lot of mistakes to be carrying this ball game handily as they are, which shows the far superior quality that they are.
Well, Greg, this is a big key in tonight's ball game too. Of course, the Buffalo's going to win this contest, no doubt in my mind. But Baker has been penalized 10 times tonight for 90 yards.
I don't like it.
And 2 touchdowns that have been called back on 2 different penalties. They cannot play this kind of ball against Santa Maria next week and expect to come out on top.
No, they sure can't. See, they're going to have to play errorless football from here on out throughout the state playoffs. A night of mistakes like tonight, and they come back home.
Of course, I've seen several penalties, blatant violations against Glen Oaks that the officials have just looked at. I guess their mind was on getting to the house. I don't know. And you don't often hear me be critical of officials, but we hadn't seen their best effort tonight.
See, Greg, while we got just a minute, as usual here at the last game, of course, we fun each other and kid each other all year long. But Trev Productions would like to thank both of y'all for taking your free time and coming up here and commentating all these games this year. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Bert Carson, ladies and gentlemen, the owner and operator of Treb Production Company, the first television and radio production company of its kind in Baker, Louisiana, Mr. Bert Carson. I know Bert meant that with all sincerity, Sid, and you really can't blame him. You know what I mean? Thank you, Bert. All jokes aside. Bert thinks we've been kidding him all this time. I've been serious.
Bert, we appreciate the words. You're still leading technical fouls.
Yeah, he ain't getting no raise. I mean, he can do all that praise he wants to, but he ain't get no raise.
No.
He can make the same salary next year he makes this year. Oh, we might double it.
Folks, as we mentioned, the 7th ranked Baker Buffaloes ranked 7th in the state in Quad A football, and being the runner-up here after the regular season for the 7 Quad A title, travel to Gonzales next week to play the Santa Maria Gators in the first game of the Quad A state playoffs.
Ty Thomas. Good move.
Trail Productions will try its best to bring you next week's playoff game against
Santa Maria.
However, there is, as Greg Allen stated earlier, he went down there to look over the facilities, and we're somewhat limited to the space that is available to us.
The game will not be shown that night after the ball game. So it will be shown Saturday.
Right, there's some space problem down there that Bert Carson is going to try to work around. We might not both, Greg and I, be able to be in the press box to bring you that game. We're going to certainly try to, but the game will
McNeely.
Good job by McNeely. The game will not be aired next Friday night if we are able to bring it to you. It will be aired Saturday afternoon. Next Saturday afternoon, if LSU is a night game or evening game, it'll be either before or after the LSU ball game next Saturday afternoon. If you will, watch Channel 7 on Group W Cable this week, and we will be making announcements on Channel 7 Group W Cable to let you know if this ball game will be brought to you. And
Ty Thomas.
Beautiful catch by Thomas. 5-yard pickup. Stays in bounds with the ball. He did an excellent job of getting up for the ball and maintaining his concentration.
Chris Moo got a little bump and go back in the backfield. When he released that football, one of the Glen Oaks Panthers came in and put a lick on him. But Chris Moo's one of the finest quarterbacks in Quad A football today, if not the finest, and he's tough. He gets right up off the ground after he took a good lick.
Well, the fans here at Baker High School giving this offensive club a good, well-deserved round of applause coming off the field. Having one of their better nights as far as total yardage is concerned. Chris Mook having an outstanding night, along with Tony Sampson, Ty Thomas, John Brosette. Hand off to number 4, Theron Duncan. Duncan gets close to the first down, out to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be awful close to the first down. It might have to call for a measurement here. It is enough for Baker Buffalo first down at the 29-yard line with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in this contest. Baker has a 1st and 10, the ball at the 29-yard line of Glen Oaks.
Johnny Fletcher's in the ball game for the Buffaloes at quarterback, number 12. He'll pitch out to number 25, Robert Gerald.
25. Glen Oaks doing a good job of getting around there.
Ooh! Well, they collared Robert Gerald out of bounds. They grabbed him by the shirt and flung him out of bounds, Sid.
Well, we've tried that play with the second unity in, and we hadn't been able to get around him on his end.
Folks, we got a limited tape in the equipment that we have, and our director has indicated we have about 8 minutes of tape left. Well, there's 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game, but there's so much time out in between plays when the clock is stopped because of passes, etc. We might have to cut and go as we continue the ball game. But if we cut it back, we won't miss any action at all, I promise. If the clock stops, we're going to cut away and then keep coming back. 2 minutes and 1 second, 2 minutes. The clock is running. 1:59, 1:57. The clock is still running, so we're going to stay on while the clock is running. If they stop the clock for some reason out there, we're going to cut away and come back to you, folks, to make sure that we don't miss any plays. Some of these young men might might do something fantastic, and we definitely don't want to miss it. We want them and their grandmother and their aunts and uncle to be able to see them do it. So if we have to cut away, but we're not. The clock is running right now with 1 minute and 32 seconds left. Roll out pad, pitch out. The number 5.
Trent Ellis.
Got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
That's the kind of things we don't want to miss, Sid. Now, the clock is stopped, but we still have about 6 or 7 minutes left. We're going to take a look at that replay. That was a fine effort by number 5, Trent Ellis.
Well, that's a 12-yard pickup to give the Buffaloes a first down.
Against
Once
Baker.
again, they got another penalty.
But look, it's a fine play. Johnny Fletcher at the last moment pitches out Trent Ellis. Fine move right there by number 5. And then the fans aren't liking this, Sid. They're getting all kind of booing.
I don't blame him. That official on this side.
Let's see here. We're going to get an indication. Clipping against Baker. It's going to be 3rd down for the Buffaloes. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to play in this ball game. Baker leads the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 45-23. Quarterback field general Johnny Fletcher's in the ball game. Number 12 for Baker. Rolling out left. Little option play. He's going to pitch. Number 5, Trent Ellis.
Trent Ellis again with a fine effort gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
We had a smarter official on that side this time, Sid. He hit the dirt and got out of the way because they were about to clean his plow. Okay, we got time.
4th and 10 here.
Clock's running with 45 seconds, Sid, and the director tells me we got 7 minutes of tape left, so we're going to be all right. We're going to ride this thing on out, it looks like. In the ball game for the Buffaloes, number 62, Bobby Cruz. He's been playing all night. Out of the ball game is number 50, Mike Goo Allen, coming off the side of the field. My hero. I want to be like Goo when I grow up, see?
Greg, I want to take this opportunity to tell folks
Johnny Fletcher
at home that we really enjoyed bringing this telecast to you, and we hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. We're here to do anything we can to promote Baker High School athletics, and this is just a part of it. Well, as we say, we hope to bring you next week's ball game, and probably will bring it to you, but we really enjoyed this season. We want to congratulate Coach Larry Thomas and his staff on an excellent season so far this year. Regular season finishing out 9-1 in district.
A lot of coaches are envious. A lot of coaches dream about having a 9-1 season, Sid. And I want to congratulate Coach Larry Thomas, Coach Joe Mook, Coach Milton Broussard for the job they've done, along with these other young men, the coaching staff.
Richie Orey, Melvin Stringer, Earl Langwall, David Hopper, Edward Barham, all of them.
Well, we got a pass attempt with 8 seconds left on the clock, and there's a flag out here. Baker's got their defensive squad on the field right now. Folks, it looks like we'll have time for one more play, whatever takes place. Glen Oaks has the football. With 8 seconds left in the last ball game, last regular season ball game for the Baker Buffaloes lead by a score of 45-23. That'll probably be the final score. Again, I want to thank Bert Carson, who is the owner and operator of Treb, the first television and radio production company of its time, for bringing you these football games, along with our sponsors. And our sponsors for tonight's game, of course, is Domino's Pizza, Superior Ford in Zachary, where you can drive a superior deal. State Farm agent Keith Cox, Billy Ann's Flowers in Baker, Louisiana, and Landmark Dental Care in the Baker Regional Shopping Center. This will be the last play. Little flare pass out by Glen Oaks, number 31, number 83, David Stute, and along with Bill Knight for Baker, runs the Glen Oaks Panther out of bounds. There's 1 second, however, on the clock as he was run out of bounds. So there will be time enough for another play.
Well, there was a penalty on the play, a clip against Glen Oaks, so they're going to bring that back.
Well, we got Joe Faggio standing down here in front of us, Sid, looking up here admiring us as he always does. You see Joe Faggio and famous Amos McCullough standing down here looking up here admiring us as they always do for the job that we're doing.
I can take that pair and beat any hand in the deck.
That's a wild pair.
I can take that pair and beat any hand in the deck.
Thank you, Amos. Thank you, Amos. Amos is telling us what a great job we're doing. Thank you, Amos. Thank you.
I don't believe that's exactly what he was saying.
Well, it's something like that. It was close. Last play of the regular season of 1986 for the Baker Buffalo. Good Allen coming in. Oh!
That's it. That's the ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game. The battling Buffaloes have taken it to the Panthers of Glen Oaks by a score of 45-23 here at Wedge Kai Stadium. And then I said that ends the regular season of play, as we said, but with a 9-1 record, we're going into the playoffs, into the state playoffs, where we will first meet Sanama down at the Gators Field in Sanama. I went down there today, as I told you, to visit the school, to visit the stadium, to see what kind of facilities we were going to have to telecast. We will be televising the ball game, folks. Sid, how do you stack up the season real quick in a short minute? Tell us something about the stats for tonight's ball game.
Greg, I tell you what, I'm really proud of the effort the Buffaloes have put forward this season. I think the coaching staff, under Coach Larry Thomas, this being his first year as head coach here at Baker High School, did an outstanding job with the Buffaloes. You know, we were kind of on a roller coaster. We'd come out hot and cold, but regardless, looking back, we're still 9-1, runner-ups in 7 Quad A and are in the state playoffs. So I think it's quite an accomplishment. I can't say enough about this team. You know, we talk about Chris Mook, we talk about Ty Thomas, Brosette, Sampson, all of them, and rightfully so. These young men have played outstanding football for Baker offensively this year. But when you look out there, too, we got to give credit to that offensive line. Those men have done a job for this team this year. Tonight, Chris Mook was phenomenal. He attempted 23 passes, completed 16 for 404 yards and 5 TDs, 2 interceptions. Unbelievable.
He really did a fine job. I want to thank Mr. Jerry Epperson and his staff for the fine job they do at this high school, Sid. And, of course, the athletic director and head coach, Larry Thomas. I want to mention Coach Joe Mook, the offensive coordinator, for putting together a fine offensive team this year to bring the Buffaloes to a 9-1 record. And also Milton Broussard, who heads the Baker defense, for holding our opponents to where we only got defeated one time throughout the regular season of play. You and I both have sons that play out there, dress out in the Baker uniform tonight and have throughout the season, and they're going to be with us next year. And I know how you feel. I feel the same way. To have our sons be able to play under a staff of men like that, I feel proud.
I am too, Greg. I was proud to wear a Baker uniform myself, and I'm very proud that my son is.
I am too. I'm Greg Allen along with Sid Gotro. We're going to see you in the state playoffs next week, folks. Y'all be with us.
To the seniors with the playing of the Baker